Start from the top.
5 and 1.
3 and 1.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is the wisdom of Solomon. 3 and 1. But the souls of the righteous are in the hand of the Most High, and there shall no torment touch them.
That's right. Our faith is in Yahweh Shemi our shot, man. And the elect, ain't no torment gonna touch the elect, man. You got some brothers that said some of the elect that said to die in this truth, man, but they gonna rise, man. Cause they died in faith to the end, man. Just like the Lord did. Knowing what his objective was, what the Most High sent him to do, and getting it done. Following it all the way through, man. This ain't no temporary service the Most High running, man. He looking for full-time employees, man. Go ahead.
Come on. Verse 2. In the sight of the unwise, they seem to die, and their departure is taken for misery. And they're gone from us to be utter destruction. But they are in peace.
Yeah, that's unwise, you 2/3, man. Y'all look at us like we having a miserable life because we done gave up and sacrificed all the ways of the world for the sake of Yahweh Shai, man. But we in peace, man. I don't go to sleep worrying about life, where I'm gonna be in 5 years. Am I gonna make it in my job? Am I gonna have a good career? Am I gonna find a good woman? Nah, man.
My kids gonna go to college and be successful.
Nah, we at peace because we got faith in these scriptures. And we paying attention to what's going on and seeing that we ain't got much longer here, man.
Yeah.
That this captivity is almost up, man. That this hell that we catching is about to be done away with. And it can only be spoke through memory, man. And the illusion, the visions we can produce in the kingdom, man.
Yeah, at peace because we had 100% faith in that this is, we know the truth. You know, 100% faith that we got the truth, which is the complete understanding of this Bible. So knowing this, understanding this, you know, you should be at peace. Because whether, you know, I don't want to say it like this, but it's the truth. Whether the Most High take you out of this thing, whether we know that you're going to go through hell, we know the prophecy is going to come to pass, but no matter what, I mean, that's all going to happen, but the kingdom, at the same time, the kingdom is coming. I ain't going to say but. At the same time, the kingdom is going to come, regardless. You know? And that's where your faith faith is supposed to be at, that the kingdom is coming, and we're gonna have that's when we're gonna have a good life, you know, a great life.
Hey, real quick, grab 2 Thessalonians 1 and 7 before you continue.
2 Thessalonians chapter 1 verse 7. And to you who are troubled, rest with us.
That's it. Rest with who? Rest with the men that got the truth of these scriptures, man. Who labor in this word to get the work done. Who not getting to a certain point and saying, you know what, I ain't got to go out no more. I done enough work. I got out there and screamed like a loud gorilla for hours on hours, days and days in and out. Now I'm just going to send y'all out and make sure y'all got home and had pizza for the day.
Yeah, he resting with Esau. Scripture don't say that.
And who are we? We are the body of Yahweh Shemi our shot, man. So rest with Yahweh Shai, which is this whole word, man. Go ahead, finish it up.
And to you who are troubled, rest with us. When the Lord Yahweh Shai shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels.
Yep, because we speaking on the prophecy being fulfilled, man. The Lord returning, man, to destroy this place, man. And once at the end of Esau's kingdom, the beginning of Jacob's, man, that's when our rest will come. Right now, we dealing with a spiritual rest, man. We don't get no physical rest here. Motherfuckers always, just regular people in the world, they'll speak about how they be at work on the work and on the clock. They can watch the clock and that time gonna move slow as hell. You get off work, before you know it, it's 10, 11 o'clock. You gotta lay down and try to get you some sleep before work again, man. Ain't no rest on this side unless you're dealing with these scriptures and the truth of the scriptures, man.
Just weariness, man.
Yep.
You be already damn exhausted, and then you still got shit you got to do when you get home. On your own shit you need to take care of. But all day long, you laboring for the so-called white man, getting him more and more wealth, and you ain't getting shit but fuck.
Right. Now you doing that 8 hours, at least 8 hours.
At least.
And then if you got to work overtime, you know, that might be 10 or 12 hours. But just say you get the job done in 4 hours. Esau still, you ain't gonna be like, I got the job done. Then nah, Esau gonna, you go help out somebody.
That's right.
Or they'll tell you to pick a broom up.
Yeah, go sweep.
Find something to do. Make yourself look busy.
Shit, Esau done pulled out paint cans and start making motherfuckers paint rails.
Clean up. Go clean, wipe down machines or something.
I seen Esau pulled out the rule book, study the rule book for some hours. Go ahead,
Come on. Wisdom of Solomon 3:3. And they're going from us to be utter destruction. But they are in peace. For though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality.
Yep, our faith, our hope is full of immortality, man. We seeking that everlasting life, man. We don't want another 10, 15 years of slaving for Esau, try to get some retirement and then get a piece of your money that you done put into your retirement that you too old and beat up to even enjoy, man.
I got a quick testimony. I go visit my parents, man. My old man, I go cut his hair and shit, and he just sit there and talk the whole time while I'm cutting his hair, and I just listen to him. You know, I don't tell him nothing about the truth. I just listen to his stories. You know, and he sit there, man, I done worked my whole life to have to sit here and take care of my wife that's just terminally ill. She can't get well. He got to take care of her all day. Then he complain about, I got to watch these niggas ride up and down the street selling dope in front of my house that I worked so hard for all my life. He's miserable. So he done all this work and toil and labor for this cracker who living lavishly. Not only he did all that, built up all his shit, and then got to turn around and take care of his wife and watch these niggas, he got to take about 30 different goddamn prescriptions a day because his fucking health ain't good either.
Yep.
And whose fucking fault is that?
Show you that we in captivity.
Shit, man, who the fuck want to live in this shit?
Man, then you go to the hospital, man. We don't, man, we know now, you know not, if you ain't in a life or death death situation or like you got a broken bone or some real serious trauma, you know, then, you know, you don't need to be in the hospital, but just to show a point, if you go to the hospital, you just can't get up and just fucking leave. You can't leave until the doctor say they release you. They discharge you.
How the fuck that officer sitting out there?
Yeah, they got police at the hospital.
How the fuck you gonna, your woman in labor, and you know you gotta go to the hospital, have a baby, and they say, you know what, we gonna finish the rest of this at the house. Then try to get up and leave.
Shit.
And that you can't leave until they release you.
Or you try to tell them, no, don't take my child in no back room. What you doing?
Right.
Where y'all going?
Put
you know, soon as they deliver him.
Yeah.
No,
they carry him out.
They take them off, and then they come back and bring it to the mother. What the fuck is y'all doing?
What they go do?
And this is hell. You want to stay here?
They probably
you do all this work. We need to have kids and build family. I mean, you got these other camps and this mindset. Then we might have an Edomite man that's got your woman legs wide open, looking at her back.
Right. Hey, man.
Or you gonna have an Ishmael, Elam.
Yeah, Ishmael, Elam.
Hey, man.
And you don't know how sick and twisted they fucking mind might be. They go home and all they doing is fantasizing about your wife's box because they done had their hand up her shit all fucking day.
Yep.
It show you that on that movie, The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. That doctor, y'all remember that movie?
Yeah, it's been a while.
She basically the lady, she had a husband, and her husband was a doctor, and he was like a gynecologist or something, and this woman that was going there, she was pregnant, and he was filling up on her. She was filling all on her in her coochie and you know, had her legs open looking at her, and she felt uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Then something happened where he killed himself behind it, and his wife blamed her, so she went and pretended to be a nanny or something, and they hired her to look after the child, and she was breastfeeding their baby.
Oh,
and
yeah.
she wanted to basically kill that woman and take her husband, since she felt that that woman was the reason why her husband was to die. But anyway, it shows you that, point being that he was in there having fun,
Right.
playing with that woman pussy. And she knew something wasn't right. She had clothes, wrapped the shit up and ran out of there. He was in there fingering her basically. And you got a lot of male doctors that's their job, is to look at pussy all day and put their hand and say, oh, we check with the little machine, the little ultrasound thing. I don't know all the technical terms for that shit, but it's something they gotta go up in there and feel for how low your uterus is,
Yeah.
or the woman uterus is. So that's another way for them to